Hello, folks, and welcome back to Golden Lap. We are in our inaugural season, if I could say that word properly. Going through here, you can see we've already done 6 races. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, we're on our 6th race, so we're a little past halfway through the season. We're going to be going to a German track, and we've done some upgrades to our cars, but we still have some work to do. Our team is currently in 5th place. We expected to finish 10th, so we're doing pretty darn good for that. And our drivers are actually scoring points. They're in the top 10, which is amazing that we have 2 drivers in the top 10 for a team that was expected to finish dead last. So let's go ahead and continue through here. We have a 52-minute duration of our qualifier here. This looks like it's going to be a deadly track because it was built without safety in mind, because why would we need that? So we're going to send out our initial cars here to get those out and going as quickly as possible while we deal with all of this and get our car out. Ooh, we are by far the quickest cars out there, which is great because we're going to get in hopefully before. Again, my whole purpose with this, especially since there's no penalties or anything like that, it's to run as many times as possible to increase our chances of getting the highest rated things that we can. So I'm just going to try to get the big point getters right now, which seem to be all located there. And then when we have a chance, we'll focus on some of these other things. But we're going to just focus on getting the points if we can. And we'll continue to go out. I do need to see if there's a keyboard shortcut. I know I mentioned this last time, but for the speed thing, I'm sure there is. I just haven't done it, and I need to because I'm really tired of having to scroll from left to right and getting all that done. Oddly enough, we do have arrow keys, so you can move left and right on this. I don't know what benefit that really does because you can't zoom in or out to my knowledge, but you can do that. So that's interesting. And yeah. Ooh, we're still getting points. Heck yeah. All right, let's see what we got here. Again, I'm focusing on big point getters right now. We can kind of go back and look at the other ones down the road. What does this little info button do? No, I don't. I know what qualifying is. I want to see. I love that we're out when there's no other cars on the track. That's great. It is getting clouded up a little bit. It doesn't look like rain is on the way at all. If we take a look, the rubber is coming in, but there's no rain showing up on the field. We currently have a car in 8th with Vitali, and Fisher's down at 12. So hopefully we can get both these cars back up. It looks like the steering part is really helping us out with him. And then, ooh, wow, we can really gain some points here. I'm going to send all these guys back out again. This is a nice long qualifying, so hopefully we'll be able to take advantage of that and gather up some good points for us. Or not points. Well, I guess it's kind of points. But when we go through and spend our points that we earn on these. It would also help if we had more money so we could hire better, I guess these are race engineers. Yeah, race engineers. Because you can see his speed and focus doesn't give us that many points. There's stuff on the table. If we had all those filled up, we'd be able to fill our bars a lot faster, which would be obviously desirable for us. But we have one golden thing set up right now. I doubt we'll be able to get to another one. Oh no. Okay. So that's the first time that's happened to us. Basically, as you get closer here, if you blow out past this red one, it knocks you back at a significant penalty. As we just saw there, we were all the way up at this bar here, just about ready to go into golden, and then we got kicked back. So I just screwed over Fisher. I'm sorry, Fisher, but you're not gonna do well today because we spent a lot of points and then just wasted a whole bunch of points on stuff. But hopefully, that will the long session here will help us out. You can see the clouds are coming up here. We have lots of people spending significant time in pits, which again, I don't understand the purpose of that in this game. I mean, I know I'm not playing against real people, I'm playing against the AI, so the logic there may not be as sound as what it would be in other places, but we definitely want to try to get as many runs in. They're unlike modern F1 where you have a tire penalty, you only have a certain number of tires to use for the whole weekend. That's not the case here. So it doesn't really matter for us. And I hate yellow car or yellow flags. I keep saying carts. I'm really in soccer mode. I apologize. And it looks like our screwing over a Fisher didn't really pan out too much because he's now ahead of Vitali. So yeah, there's that. Let's see if we can. Come on. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now we need some good point getters to come for the actual aero of the car, and maybe, just maybe, that's aero, right? Oh, the chassis. Okay, same thing. But maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to... There we go. Okay. All right. We're getting that better there. So we have one chassis is golden. We're going to send these guys out because by the time they're done their outlap, the race will be back on. There we go. All right, so we can go through and get that. Uh-oh. Red flag. Now, can we send out during a red flag? No, we can't. All right, so that's going to be the end of the session for us. Unfortunately, I thought we would be able to get our everything in there, but that's not the case. We have 4 minutes left, and there's more time on the red flag. I believe the developers just came out with an update not too long ago that put in a restriction that now all red flags are immediately going to be a 10-minute thing. So that's there. I don't like that we had people who crashed out that are above us in the rankings, but that's just what it is. All right, so it looks like we're going to have partially sunny skies all day. It's a 35-lap race, so it's not a long race. We're starting back out of the top 10, which is our first time doing that in a little while. And I don't know where I want to go here. Do I want to go hard tires? Do I want to go mediums and just be conservative with them? If we did that, that would last us to, that would be lap 19. If I go back here, so we have 182 left. Let me just go back into our, like, these guys here. If we drive conservatively, that takes us to lap 14. If I just drive normal on these, what does that take us to? Lap 15. And if we put them on hards and drive it hard, that gets us to lap 16. I think that's going to be the play for that car, and we'll see how that works. And then for Fisher, I'm going to leave them on softs and just see how we can go. We're going to ride those softs really hard. And then we'll switch over to, that's only going to last us here for 7 laps. And let me just see if I put these on regular, how long they last. Because my plan is here, like it's a 7 plus, nope, that's not going to get us. So we'd have to go conservative to get all the way out there. I don't like that. So we're going to run this regular, and then we can throw hards on there, hopefully, and that should last us the race. Okay. So let's go ahead. We got our red lights coming on. Lights out and away we go, and we're moving through here. Uh-oh. No. We can't. Let's see, who's Fisher, where are you at? Fisher, you're the lead car. Okay, we got to fix the problem. Oh, we got lots of problems to fix. Okay. Yeah. All right. So Fisher, your race is done. Sorry, bud. But we need to fix the problem with the car. And you're going to go back out. And then Vitaly's in 15th. No, stop complaining. We're just going to go out and hope that the car lasts for right now. We can't deal with a pit stop right now. I should have not let Fisher pit until his tires needed changed and then pitted at that point. But we've made our choice, and we'll see how that pans out for us here. We are going to pause the game here in just a moment as we get closer to our pit window for Fisher. And he's going to get on hard, and with 29 laps, it's going to be significant, but we're going to have to pit him, throw on hards, and put that into conservative mode, and just let that last, hopefully, for the entirety of the rest of the race. All right, so we have the number 2 car coming in, which is Ryan. He started on hards, and now he's going to mediums. And that's probably what we're going to do with Vitaly, is go out on mediums here once we get a chance. But we're not anywhere close to that. Fisher is a full 26 seconds away from the next closest car, God help us. But that's okay. Vitaly's all the way up in 9th. Again, that's only because of pit stops. We still need to stop. If we hit tab and take a look here, you can see he's the only racer on the entire circuit who has not taken a pit stop yet. And that is a net 10 for him, or a 10th place right now for him. It's really going to be more like a net 15 when we take a look back at what we have for all of this. But I'm going to try to go as long as we can on these, mainly because that might open a door for us to be able to be a little rougher with our tires when we get to the farther one. So we're going to I'm going to pit now. Can we get on soft? Oh, we can do softs? Heck yeah. How about mediums? And if we drive hard on mediums, what does that do? Do we get to the end of the race? We're going to confirm that and just see. That gets us to the end of the race. So we're gonna go with that and see how that works out for us. You can now go to that. And hopefully you can make up some spots here. Or not make up spots, but make up time. Vitaly's complaining. You just gotta go, dude. I'm sorry. We just don't have So you're going to wind up with 4 there. Let's see if we put that in there. That looks like it should work. We're going to ride this thing hard. It may cause the car to stop working, but whatever. But Vitaly is going up. Fisher is making up spots. He's 24 seconds behind. It's getting closer. He's right on Campbell. Now he's in 19th, so that's not too bad. Oh, we got a yellow flag out there, which generally is a bad thing, but it should allow us to group up the field again. Although this game doesn't seem to do that totally. It doesn't seem to kind of have that. But Mach is out now, and we finished up in 8th place with Vitaly with a car that needs lots of help. And we are one of 3 cars that only took 1 pit stop during that entire race. So that kind of gives you an indication how slow our car is, that we have all of these guys above us. We're able to pit twice, and we're still behind them. But that's okay. We're not the top of the class there. We took home a net 6 for that. We got our money. What else do we get out of that? And we keep our places there. We can see that Antonio Villabella is coming up with Hemlock as, well, this guy's not all that far ahead of us, but Wayland and all these other guys are starting to outpace us by a good clip. But we can see we're holding on to 5th pretty solidly. We're at 51 points. The next closest to us is 29, and Wayland is way in front of us at 92. And then the Ferrari substitute is way in front of us. Okay, what do we have for our sponsor challenge? Go and tune the steering of one of your cars, or get... I don't like this one. I don't know how to do that without giving them any orders. If we were fast and had like real chances of getting 1-2s, maybe, but we don't have that. And taking a look here, Vitaly's car is just donezo. Like, it's not going to last. So Vitaly, our goal for Vitaly in this one, let's take a look real fast here. What is that trait? Bumpy track. Okay, trash. Okay. Vitaly is going to have to almost pit immediately out of this one. Not during qualifying, because qualifying doesn't seem to matter with the condition of the car. But what we're going to have to do immediately on this one is pit the first lap. We're just going to ride hard, pit the first lap, fix the car, and we're just going to chalk it up as this is not going to be our race. We could theoretically maybe hope for a red card or something along those lines, or a red flag, jeez, something along those lines. I just don't see that as being a realistic option for us. We can't really bet on red flags ever, and I don't want to stake the condition of the car on a red flag either. That's generally not going to be a good thing for us, I don't think. So we'll confirm all that stuff, we'll send them out, and hopefully we're going to get in traffic on our outlap here. It's not too bad. We actually, we did that pretty well. So our outlap and our actual racing lap here, we're doing fine. We're on our in lap and coming into the pits. We're running 11 and 12. Unfortunately, it doesn't really matter where Vitaly starts because we're going to have to bring him home or bring him back into the fold almost instantly, but that's okay. We'll get that done. Let's see here. We have you. All right, and I'm just going to focus on trying to make sure we can get one of those into the golden thing, because we saw last time that there's a potential that we just have something that causes a red car or a red flag. Oh my gosh, can't speak. And that causes us mass problems. So we're just going to hopefully not have to worry about that, and we'll see what happens. But we have number 9 car coming in. Vitaly is killing this round, and Fisher is far behind, but that's okay. We already know that that's just going to be the state of our race today. All right, so we'll send that out, and then Fisher is coming in. We'll get Fisher set up to head out as quickly as we can. Yeah, we got our golden tune. All right, so send that out. We still have a half hour left in the race here, which is a lot of time. Hopefully there won't be a crash, and we can get all 3 of our things in golden tune range, but we'll have to see how it's doing. Vitaly is slowly slipping back, not by a lot, by 3 hundredths of a second. He's behind Edwards, which is not a bad place to be, honestly, especially for a car that's essentially falling apart. And we'll just try to make sure we get... Oh, goodness. Okay. So, what's your face here? Fisher's way back. But hopefully we can correct some of those issues by getting some of this. We have 23 minutes remaining, so we should get another 2, maybe 3 runs out of this. And if that's the case, we should be in good shape here. Let's take a look. All right, Vitaly has jumped up to 9. Fisher is up to 12th. We're starting to get a lot more cars filtering through. And let's see here. Again, we'll send out in softs. Trying to edge ever closer to getting the golden tune for all of our spots. I've never done that in this game. I haven't played this game long enough to do that. We got 2 of them though. It's a start. Let's see. You can take a look at our time remaining. We still have, if we're just going basing on that, we still should have 1 and maybe a half. And really all we need to do is get them back out 2 more times. So this one we should be able to get them back out. And then maybe 1 more depending on the timing. We might be able to get 1 more out and get our golden tune across the board set up. That one's not going to help. All right, Fisher, all our hopes and dreams are on you right now that we can get this set up because we already have 2. Not getting rewarded with a lot of high-paying ones right now, which is kind of a bummer. Can we get 1 more pit in? Because Vitaly slipped back significantly. He was in the top 10. We're still in the he's still, nope, now he's out of the top 10. Yeah, the other cars are getting run out nicely. I wish we could fix the car during this time, as opposed to just running it non-stop. That would be fun. Come on. There we go. We got another golden tune. Oh, it's so close. We're not going to get another one. That one's really close. I think that's probably the closest we've gotten for one of our cars to have all golden tunes. And look at this. We have some actual... Oh, that's not fair. We were so close. All right. Let's run it. They're not going to have a chance for another one. They're in our outlap now. We're doing our actual thing. And yeah, now we're going to finish up our in-lap, and that will be that. So right now, we're at 10 and 11. Oh, no, we're going to stay at 10 and 11. We already know that, Vitaly. Okay, Vitaly actually wound up behind Fisher, which is a good thing for us because we know that we're going to have Vitaly pit instantly to try to fix up that car. Or do I wait a little bit and just have that... I think I'm going to wait a little bit. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to wait just a little bit. And then when it's time to pit, we'll just go in and fix all of the things. You can see there's not a big difference between our cars. And there's a little bit more difference between some of the other spreads there, but we're okay. I'm pretty happy with our setup right now. We got golden tune for the steering, so we'll get our extra money. We got 9 and 10. And now we got to take a look at our strategy here because I kind of want to just go hard tires and just either that or mediums. I think we're going to do that. Well, let me see what hards do real fast. We'll take a look at hards. They're going to last about 23 laps, and if we drive them hard, they last 16 laps, which I'm cool with that. And then these bad boys here are 15 laps. Okay, and we're going to say, Vitaly, you're going to let Fisher through. I don't want them to fight. He's on hards. He's on mediums. The mediums should go, even if we're driving the hards even harder. They should be able to go through. So we'll see what happens here. Oh, Vitaly just immediately plummets. All right, we already know that Vitaly's car is garbage, so we need to just kind of wait for that to get into a better roll here, but hopefully we will soon. And we're just going to keep riding this stuff as long as we can. We can have these fight guys now because they're not that close to each other, I don't think. Oh, Vitaly's up to 13th. And we're just going to hope for a red flag here. If we can get a red flag, we'll be in really good shape, I think. But that window is quickly closing as far as the big benefit to us. Vitaly is all the way up into 11th. Fisher's in 12th. And they're really trading around here, but that's just because there's tire changes. Oh, we got yellow flags here, so we're going to pit. We have 4 minutes here, so we're going to pit both cars. Fisher and Vitaly. Vitaly's the one that needs work, so we need to wait for him to pit. We're going to pit you first. We'll slap on some hards, and that should last us to the end of the race. Okay. And as soon as Vitaly comes around, we're going to pit you. We're going to fix all of the things. We're going to put on hard tires again. And we're just drive normal. But that's just going to be the end of his race. The only nice thing is right now is that that pit stop did not hurt Fisher all that much, which is what we needed to have. Take a look here. We're driving just fine. Making up some spots. I'd like to get into the top 10 if possible. Shockingly, Vitaly is still not in last place. Oh, now he is. Steiner did not finish, but that's okay. We're good there. We'll see what we have, but we have fresh tires. There's only 2 cars out there that have really good rubber. Everybody else is on hards. We have 2 mediums out there, but that's it. And hopefully we're doing the job that we need to do. The one in front of, that's Acosta in front of Fisher. Not really using much engine or doing anything in particular that's special. We are going to switch Fisher over into a faster mode here, and we're going to have to dial that back for just a second, I think. But I want to try to see if we can get a top 10 spot here first before we really consider what we need to do here. Alright, so Fisher's doing his thing. He's slowly closing the gap to Edwards. He's also building a gap behind him to Acosta. And then I think Vitaly now we can just set you in the fuel burn mode and go bananas. You'll end up with 9/10 of a lap left. Vitaly, we're going to bring you back down the form here. You're in the top 10, so that's good. Vitaly is now up to 16th, and Fisher is in 10th. He has a car closing on him, and he's lost that. Okay, we're back down into there. I kind of intended to pit and just get fresh rubber on the car, but I'm not going to. I should have probably done that for Vitaly, being that he's running in 14th. I probably could have gotten some new rubber on the car and just told him to go bananas, and maybe we wouldn't have lost the time there, but again, 15, 16, 17, or yeah, 15 and 16, the cars behind him are relatively close actually, so we're not going to worry about that. And Fisher is back up to 10th. All right, good work, Fisher. Uh-oh, we got rain coming in. That's fine. We're going to put Fisher back onto fuel burn mode. We should be able to, yeah, we'll last the rest of the race there. And we can put you into there, and you'll still last the rest of the race. This one here, you'll barely, so we can't really switch you over to anything. But we're closing on 9th place. That gap is coming down ever so slightly. We just really need to have a good lap here. This is the final lap of the race. Uh-oh, Vitaly crashed. Okay. Well, Vitaly was all the way up into 11th place. And we're going to end the race on a yellow flag. Hopefully Vitaly's okay. It's a yellow flag, so it doesn't look like anything too bad. And there's a puncture there, which is that... Oh, you can actually click on? That's fun. Didn't know that. Super interesting. Okay, so we got a DNF, so even if Vitaly's car was working totally properly and we didn't have to repair it, doesn't matter. We did wind up getting a point out of that at least, so we keep some of the cars behind us at bay. We gained $6 more, which again is nice. And Wayland continues to move farther away from us, but we moved a little bit farther away from Hemlock. And we are there. Let's take a look and see what we want to do. The cars themselves are okay. Do I want to add on a new build here is the question. So if I click on build new here, it now based the 2325. So it's going to base the next build on the low end of that. So you can, if you have the money, you can build up some nice vehicles here. So I'm going to build a new engine. There we go. Ooh, its reliability is garbage. How does it rate? Well, it's our best rated engine, so that's a plus. If we take a look here, we have our one car. All right, let's put it onto the car that has the least reliability. This one, yeah, okay. We'll do that. And then we're going to build a new one. Do I want to build a new one here? Or do I want to repair that engine? I think I'm going to spend some money on repair that engine. That just doesn't do that much. The only thing it does is it also increases the performance. So the performance is coming up a bit, but it's still not where I would like it to be. But that's fine. I think that's going to wrap us up here for today. We have 3 races left of the season. We're going to be in Canada for our next race, and we'll join it there when we come back for another episode of Golden Lap. Thanks for joining me, folks. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.